Last night on MasterChef Australia.
The winner of the first challenge in the MasterChef kitchen is Hayden.
Tonight, can Hayden triumph in 2011's first immunity challenge? Not if these guys have anything to say about it.
It's one of the most difficult pasta dish you can do.
Standing in his way is one of Sydney's top chefs and his top apprentice.
Alex, if you lose, I cut your head off.
Hayden the cream.
Hayden's in trouble here.
Does this surfer dude have what it takes?
First immunity challenge of Series 3. It's a close one.
Give you something.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Far out. Being the first person to chuck the chef whites on, it's a proud moment. People don't get these lightly. As soon as you don the jacket, you got to go for it. If I win the immunity challenge today, it's the perfect start to the competition. It's going to set me right up. Today I really want to prove that I can do it, and I'm not just a surfy guy from the northern beaches.
Every single person is behind Hayden. He's such a nice guy. He can relate to everyone, so I think he's got a lot of support behind him.
Hayden, welcome back to the MasterChef kitchen. And this is the first immunity challenge of Series 3. Are you proud of this guy? Yes! Well, Hayden, before we get down to business, let me introduce our guest judge today. He is, of course, a very special friend to the MasterChef kitchen. He owns Two Hat restaurant Becasse in Sydney, and he is, of course, Justin North.
Gary, it's great to be back in the kitchen. My only advice for Hayden is to work clean, work neat, focus, read the recipe, and taste. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hayden, you've got an inkling of what's at stake today. This pin represents immunity. And what that immunity means is that at any time of your choosing, you can step sideways, say no thanks, and avoid an elimination.
Damn, I wish I was in his position right now.
If you cook your heart out, you can win that elusive pin. Today, you won't be cooking off against a top chef. Instead, you'll be cooking off against a star apprentice for an outstanding chef.
If a chef's willing to throw his apprentice out there on the line and say, you've got to cook against this amateur, he's going to have to be good, and that's, you know, pretty daunting.
Now it's time to find out who you're fighting against. Please welcome, from the newly hatted Omeggio restaurant, head chef Alessandro Pavoni and his gifted protege, Alex Keane.
I'm Alessandro Pavoni, owner and chef of Ormeggio. Ormeggio is a North Italian cuisine, present in a modern way. This is Alex Keane, my star apprentice. Just make sure that the onion are cooked very well.
To have him as my mentor is amazing. It's just a privilege to be working under him.
Alessandro, Alex, welcome. Alessandro, how many apprentices have you seen through your kitchen over the years?
Maybe about 30.
Where does Alex stand in that lineup of 30?
Alex is probably the top one.
How do you take it if he loses?
He won't lose.
I'm worried, you know. I think there's no way I'm going to win this. This guy has got this massive mountain of a man watching over him, and he doesn't want to lose because I'd be scared.
Alex, any pressure on you?
I think if I lose, I'm disappearing for a while.
Alex, Hayden, this is how this battle will work. You'll both have to cook the same dish. You both will have the same amount of ingredients. At the end, we'll taste your dishes in a blind tasting. Justin, Matt and myself will score your dish. The highest score will be declared the winner. Hayden, if you want immunity, it's quite simple. You need to outcook Alex. Good luck.
Now, the big question is, what's the dish you're cooking? Let's find out. Now, in the past, the chef has always chosen the dish, but we thought we'd mix it up a little bit, so this time, I chose the dish. I looked at Omeggio's menu and picked out something at this point in the competition would challenge you, and of course, something that's going to challenge the star apprentice as well. You ready? So the dish that I chose is an agnolotti with bagos, a basil sauce, tomatoes, and anchovy crumbs.
It looks simple, but I know there's got to be something tricky to it.
It's pretty hard dish. The technique is very important. If you get it right, which is not easy, you should eat it in one bite, and it should like explode in your mouth. There we go. See?
Flavours there, it's all just balanced perfectly. You have a bit of the tomato and it just cuts through the creaminess of the sauce, and yeah, it's spot on.
Hayden, you get a 10-minute head start.
Yep.
So you have 70 minutes to replicate that dish. Alex, you've got 60 minutes. Hayden, the second advantage is that there is a recipe at your bench. Alex, you get no recipe. You should know this. It's from your restaurant. It's off the menu. Guys, you ready? You've got 70 minutes. Your 10 minutes head start starts now.
First thing I do is grab a baking tray, lay out some rock salt, halve my tomatoes, and straight into a 120-degree oven to start drying out a little bit.
You should put the cream on, man.
Yeah. One of the most important parts of the recipe is reducing the cream down, because if you don't reduce it enough, the filling will become too wet and it won't hold when you create the pasta. That's all serious time now.
Just put the flour on the bench and make a little fountain.
I can hear Alessandro helping Hayden. I'm kind of jealous.
Tranquillo, bravo.
I hope he gives the same tips to me as he does to him.
Move the scallop, put the flour on the bench.
Making pasta, I've only ever done it once before, but we did that in the food processor.
We've got plenty of time, no problem.
Alessandro said the warmth from your hands really works. The flour and the egg and gets everything coming together a bit better.
Bravo. She's getting silky.
Yeah. Doing stuff with your hands obviously is nicer, and a bit of love goes in there too.
Right, Alex, you've got 60 minutes to reproduce that beautiful dish. Off you go.
First thing I do is put the cream on. It's essential to get that filling done because it needs to set.
Hayden, the cream, take it off.
The cream just got a little bit too much heat on it.
Hey, Alex, I want to see you fly, yeah? Work the flour in, Alex. Work the flour in. Now, come on.
Seeing how tough Alessandro is on Alex really opened my eyes to guess how it is to be an apprentice and how it will be in the future one day, hopefully cooking in a professional kitchen.
You need to fly now. You need to fly behind.
I kind of like the way that Alex responded to it as well, though. It made him work harder.
You need to be faster.
How you going, big fella?
Not too bad, actually.
Hayden's got a recipe and Alex doesn't. Is Alex disadvantaged because of that?
I think they will be right.
I notice a few differences in the way that they've made their basil sauce. Alex doesn't actually include spinach in his basil sauce, which I know is supposed to be in the sauce.
Big pressure, big pressure. Got the reputation of the restaurant and Alessandro and everyone, so I have to win.
Now I think you do the green sauce there.
Yeah.
and then you concentrate on the filling, because the filling still has to cool down and get solid, and you're running out of time.
There's 30 minutes to go.
Alex has caught up to me and I'm starting to feel the pressure. I've got to get onto the sauce.
Still liquid, too liquid.
The sauce is obviously the cream that's had to boil down, and then the gelatin, the cheese, and then I have to really mix that through just so it gets nice and creamy and beautiful.
Alex's cheese filling is looking really smooth and silky. Hayden's is looking a little bit lumpier. If he doesn't save this filling, it may be his downfall.
Touch of salt. We don't have much time.
Wow, I can sense Alessandro's got both of you guys under his wing. He's getting nervous. I'm getting nervous. Alex, hurry up. Hayden, go!
And we were so scared. There was 15 minutes to roll the perfect agnolotti, which he's never done before. I think in my heart it's going to take a bit more than 15 minutes.
Hey, Alex, come on.
Alex rolls the pasta out like it's not even an effort. He puts the thing through the machine and whiz, it comes through perfect.
Come on.
I think Hayden's in trouble here. If he can't get the pasta as thin and consistent as Alex has got it, he's not going to win this challenge.
The hands are shaking as I'm rolling out the pasta and doing the wheel thing and trying to get it all right.
Yeah, don't be scared. Bravo.
There can't be any air left in the agnolotti when it's shaped, otherwise it will force the liquid out.
This is hard. That's agnolotti. Okay? See, that's the pasta. Okay.
Gee, my heart's gone about 20 beats a minute up. You've got 5 minutes to go. Are you gonna finish in time? Come on, guys.
Have you got a plate out, Alex?
Once the agnolotti hits the water, that's when it turns to liquid. So it's got to be sealed. If Hayden's isn't sealed properly, it's going to sort of leak out and he'll serve up empty pasta.
They're all floating, so they look ready, Chef?
Yeah. Alex, if you lose, I'll cut your head off. Make sure that you don't have any salt on it. Alex, you plating? Hey, chef.
The guys are starting to plate up. I look at Alex's dish, it stares me right in the face. He's got a burnt tomato. In fact, he has 2 tomatoes that have burnt bits on them. I can't imagine that's going to go down too well with the judges.
The sound of that ticking clock is getting louder. Come on. You have 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, guys. Time's up.
I'm stoked, I got it done. I'm happy, and I just hope it tastes great and the judges are gonna love it.
I do good. Bravo.
We'll see. Relieved. I just want to sit down and have a drink.
My dish is plate number 1, so my dish is going to be the first to be tasted.
Wow. What do we think, boys?
First thing I noticed, which I think is fantastic, is how thin and fine and beautiful that pasta looks.
Whoever's done that has done a good job. The flavour in those tomatoes is amazing. I love that little salty burst from the anchovies on that plate as well. Really nice.
There's a bit of resistance there from that al dente pasta, and then you go into a creamy filling. A little bit gritty. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Well, we need to score it, and then let's get in plate 2.
Two glaringly obvious problems the charred edges of those tomatoes, and a very meagre smear of rather grey-looking pesto.
Shall we taste?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Such high-quality cooking. The agnolotti on that dish, beautiful, small, fine pasta, everyone the same size.
The texture of the filling, very smooth, and it literally just, exploded in your mouth.
I think when you eat it all together, it was fairly nice, but especially things like the pesto just lack that punch.
I think it's time to score plate 2. First immunity challenge of Series 3. It's a close one.
It's interesting, it's a much subtler dish in terms of plate 1 was all about that big basil flavour, the big cheese flavour of the agnolotti. Beautiful dish, but what we're really seeing, aren't we, that the playing field has been levelled. I think we've got 2 plates, both with some really strong elements.
I think both of the plates looked very beautiful, but you could tell there's 2 very different palates cooking them and plating them up.
It all comes down about the one you'd rather order in a restaurant. So let's go and reveal what we thought.
Alex, Hayden, the judges have tasted your dishes and they have each scored your dish out of 10. I can reveal to the judges that the person that cooked plate number 1 was in fact Hayden. Alex, because you are the guest here today in this kitchen, I think we'll reveal your scores first. George?
Alex, I scored your dish a 7 out of 10. A little bit frugal on pesto, but can I tell you, the way you rolled that agnolotti, they looked absolutely beautiful. Thank you.
Matt?
Alex, I scored your dish 7 out of 10.
And Justin, third and final score for Alex.
Alex, I scored your dish 7 out of 10.
Well, Alex, that was 21 points out of a maximum of 30 from the judges. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alessandro, you disappointed?
Yeah, a little bit. I was expecting 3 8s.
I'm representing him in the restaurant, so I can feel my blood pressure going through the roof.
OK, Hayden, score time. Matt, how did you score Hayden's dish?
Hayden, I scored your dish 7 out of 10. Hayden, your dish had loads of those bright flavours we were looking for, and that pesto was a ripper.
George?
I scored your dish a 7 out of 10.
Hayden, you've got 14 out of a possible 30 so far. You need an 8 from Justin to win.
Hayden, I scored your dish 8.
Can I just say, if it wasn't for these 2 guys here, I wouldn't have been able to come up with that amazing dish, you know. They all helped, and it's a victory for everyone.
Say Alessandro's a good teacher?
I'd love to work under him any time. It'd be very special.
I must say that as a chef, Alessandro, you took both of them under your wing, and you seemed equally concerned that either one of them was going to fail your recipe.
Correct. That was fun. I think Alex, he did quite well. Thinking he didn't have the recipe, I think he did a good job.
Alessandro, Alex, thank you so much for coming into the MasterChef kitchen, and we hope to see you soon.
He'd better win the full competition. I'm backing him. He's got true talent. And if he gets knocked out, I can't wait to have a surf with him.
Well, Hayden, you've won our first immunity challenge. This gives you a huge advantage, the ability to dodge an elimination of your choice. But now you need one of these. The large, new and improved. I think there's only one place that's going to go. We've got to put that on there like this. Look at that. There you go. Your hat's got a reason now. Well done, Hayden. Well, Hayden's won the first immunity pin of the competition, but tomorrow you're all back on deck cooking. So go home, get an early night, because a good chef rises to the occasion. Go on.
Yeah, we're all sort of very, very happy for Hayden. This competition's on and it's really happening to us.